Morning, everyone. How are you doing? It's your girl Christina, and I hope the noise of the engine isn't too loud like last time. But I just want to drop a quick one. Say, you know what? I'm on my way to church. I hope you are too. And right now, the word in season is about us witnessing and being witnesses for Christ. And how do we go about doing that? We've talked a bit about that in the past, about how our lives are meant to be exemplary to the people we're intending to reach out to. You know, recently a brother in Christ shared a beautiful vision with me. He said, can you imagine when you get to heaven and Jesus hugs you? And then he turns to the person next to you, and it's the person that you led to Christ. And as he hugs that person, he looks over their shoulder and he mouths to you, thank you for bringing this person for me. Can you imagine that? Wouldn't that be just wow? And my mind, just with some sanctified imagination, took that a step further and thought, well, what if Jesus hugged you and then looked around and said, where are they? And you're like, who? And I mean, this wouldn't be immediately like when you die, but possibly on the great resurrection morning, and Jesus is looking and saying, there were those people that only you could have brought to me. Where are they? Did you bring them? Where are they? It's a riveting thought. It is. And I hope it's one that stirs us to understand that there are people whose lives we and only we can reach. So what could he use? A few verses. You don't need a whole bunch. Back in the day, we used to use just John 3:16, and it did the job. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. What's another verse? Romans 10:10. For with the heart one believes unto righteousness. Some translations have justification. And with the mouth, confession is made unto salvation. So you ask them if they believe. And if they say, yes, they believe, then you tell them, well, they need to confess with their own mouths that Jesus is Lord. That's when you say to them, say this prayer with me. And then they repeat the prayer. And it's just a simple prayer. So you know what? Do me a favor. Tag me along. Stitch this. And let me know how you lead somebody to Christ. I'd like to hear the verses you use and how you explain it to them. In brief, it doesn't have to be complicated, because now we're doing it. We're not just talking about it anymore. Okay, I gotta go in there. T-minus 10 minutes to sing. I love you all. God bless you. Have an awesome Sunday.